I'd always end on a positive note. I don't have the balls to tell somebody, hey.
Especially nowadays, you don't know who you're talking to. We got that purse house murderer on
I know.
last month. So you don't know, like half these people, you know.
I'm not, but I tell you,
do or die.
When I think about Kill Tony sometimes, I think about the people who used to say shit to me when I first started saying comedy. And I got to tell you something. 70% of the feedback, they would say something to me, but it would always be like, they go, lose that joke. That hurts. That hurts when you fucking stay up one night and you think a joke is good, and it is a good joke. You just said it in the wrong place, and it ate such a bag of dicks that the guy you're working with is like, just get rid of that joke. And that hurts, you know, like that hurts. Nobody wants to hear that. But there's certain people that I've known for 20 years that we should just put on Kill Tony just to tell them why they've been here for 20 years and nothing has happened.
Yeah. And we get that too. Some of these guys, we've been doing comedy for 20 years and you're like, what the hell? How?
Because this is what happened.
Yeah.
You know that joke you do? You never got rid of it.
Yep.
You never got rid of it. You know, when you're doing I told him yesterday, you're friends for 4 years. What do you think? You're writing for a special? Just write and get on stage every night. Mm-hmm. That's it. This is how, just get over those 3-year hump where finally people start emceeing in clubs in L.A. You know, we're in the heart of comedy here. Then it's not like there's a shortage of comics here.
Right.
You know, everybody's chasing the same fucking nickel when you're in L.A. So the only way to go on nickel is to be creative. You got to be creative and hustle and find that fucking way. But it's 3 or 4 fucking years. You know, I don't know. I just always felt Kill Tony should be on TV, HBO.
I agree.
Friday.
It's a TV show. It even feels like a TV show when we're doing it.
I could see it. Yeah. When I watch it, I'm like, this is a TV show.
Have you thought about doing like a tournament nationwide or something? Like best of or...
Well,
in fact, Cassius Morris showed up.
Oh yeah, he came. I was so upset that he didn't go on because I would love. There's a few people like last night, Dumbfounded. I don't know if you know Dumbfounded. Jonathan Park. He put his name in the bucket, and I was like, oh man, I would love this of seeing, you know, somebody that I love as a rapper do 1 minute on Kill Tony. And then you had Cassius, who we've known since he was 14. I would have loved to have seen him. And that's the only bad thing about it.
Did he reach out to you?
Oh no, I knew he was there, but the whole thing is it's a bucket. You know, and there's been so many times where I'm like, maybe we could just bend the rules, but then that defeats the purpose. And I tell you, some of these shows, you go to the middle of nowhere, and these people are like never done comedy before, never want to do comedy. They just are a fan and want to sign up, and then it's just like,
and they want to get people to say, "Shut up!" That joke is.
Well, we just want people to actually only sign up if you want to actually try to do comedy, not just because you're a fan and you just want to be on stage, you know, because then it becomes like any gross bar show in Myrtle Beach or something like that, you know, like there's negatives part of it, but when it works, it works. When that bucket's, you know, sometimes that bucket's amazing with the shit that comes out of it, you know.
Before you guys did this, and I've been just talking about this recently, I mentioned it to Lee, how you got status in comedy 30 years ago. When I got into comedy, it was very simple. Nobody was giving away specials except HBO and Showtime once in a while. And if Showtime offered you a special, I think you took it. But you called HBO and said, this is your last chance.
Right.
This is your last chance. I'm threatening you. I'm going to go to Showtime. Showtime's got my back, you know. So the only way you got ahead, you think I'm kidding you? The only way you got ahead was with the Johnny Walker Red competition, comedy competition, which was nationwide. HBO had a national competition, which was nationwide. And I did the Beck's comedy competition, the Rocky Mountain edition. So they had it in California, the Rocky Mountains, Iowa, Chicago, and New York. They would do 6 cities. And then we were supposed to do a national champion. But then Beck's just said, we'll do that next year. And I don't think they ever did the contest.
Right.
I don't think they did the contest.
Yeah, there's the only bad thing about the contest part. Then you start feeling like all the other shows, like America's Got Talent or Idol or whatever and shit like that. So what we do is we give out the golden ticket. So if we find somebody in a city and they're just so freaking amazing, we give them a golden ticket. Meaning, anytime we're in that city or anytime anywhere near, you get to go up automatically if you come to the show. And a lot of these people come to LA and then they get, hey, we got a golden ticket winner here. You might remember her from Alabama, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of cool because we actually have starting like a little gang of comics that like Preacher Lawson. I don't know if you know Preacher Lawson. He, before he blew the fuck up, he used to be on Kill Tony. He was like almost like a golden ticket winner. We kept on having him on and just watching him.
Amazing.
He's amazing. I love Preacher. Yeah. He's
one of funny kid.
One of the nicest people ever. He's great. But yeah, it's interesting seeing that happen.
I think this is the best thing you caught on to. This is
it's fun and it combines
and
comedy.
You guys make it fun.
Yeah.
Like fucking Jeremiah Watkins.
Oh God,
what won't he do?
He's a psycho. That dude is so fun. I know he's
he would let him light
himself on fire.
He will. He will.
Fake,
He will. It's amazing being on the road with him. It's so weird when you go on the road with somebody and you get to see the real him, the real person. Like, who would ever think Jeremiah would be the person that would bring empty water bottles and is filling up his water bottles everywhere he goes? And, he's very particular with everything at the air. It's fun being on the road with some of these guys.
And I don't know what happened. I just saw a video on Instagram. Joel, the drummer, who's the nicest guy possibly in the universe, was running around at your show with like a strap-on dildo.
Oh yeah, people challenge him our drummer, amazing drummer. He's sponsored by one of the biggest drum companies ever. If we find out somebody that's pulled out of the bucket knows how to play drums, and if they know how to play drums good, we have a competition where whoever that guy is, and Joel, they'll have a drum off. And if the crowd votes the guy better at drums, then that guy gets Joel's job, and he's now working for us, and Joel has to just quit, And so Joel has to fight for his life on the drums. And some of these people are like, dude, I've been playing drums for 40 years, like I'm the best drummer ever. And Joel's in the back sweating, like trying to put on a costume. Because Joel, the only reason Joel's won and he's like undefeated is that he makes it a show. Like he puts on a strap-on dildo while the guy's playing, he takes off his shirt, he does backflips and stuff. Like he's selling it, where the other guy's just like,
Years ago, Bleachers Funhouse. Mm-hmm. Remember how they blew it up with Paris Hilton? And There was midgets running around.
Yeah, they're always at the comedy store now.
Who is?
Those Bleacher people. Like
Really?
a little guy and they're there once a week almost.
Come on.
No, yeah.
So that show doesn't exist anymore?
I think it might. I
What
don't
happened
know.
They loved Rob Kelly, Tripoli, Callan. Like they loved.
I always see them in there with
They
Jeff
never
Ross.
called me. Who else?
With Jeff Ross. I always see they always come to hang out with Jeff.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.